Thank you, Madam Chair. Tonight we're pleased to welcome Enfield's Teacher of the Year, Ms. Amber Venustos. I've been practicing all day.
Thank you for that. If it's okay with all of you, I would really like to stand because while the message is for all of you, it's also for a lot of them that are here tonight. So if that's okay with all of you, I appreciate it. Of course. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I am super excited to be here. I do have to, before I say anything else, give a shout out to my 3 little boys who are watching at home, Nico, Nolan, and Nash, and my husband, Nick, who's holding down the fort. I would not be here if it wasn't for all of them. So thank you guys. I love you. I would like to share a story with all of you from March of 2020. At the time, our school buildings were closed. I was home with my 3 boys, who at the time, Nico was in 1st grade, and Nolan and Nash were both in preschool. And like many of you, I was trying to balance helping my students from afar and also trying to help, especially Nico, with his 1st grade schoolwork. On this particular day, he had a writing assignment sent from his teacher via email. And I was met with a lot of frustration and a lot of tears. I remember trying my best to reassure him and even tried telling him that we'll get through this. I can help you. Don't forget, mommy's a teacher, and I even taught 1st grade for 11 years. I'm a qualified helper. And his response, I will never forget. He looked at me and said, "You're a teacher, Mommy, but you're not my teacher." And of course, he was right. I couldn't compare because there is no replacement for the relationships that our kids build when they come to school. We are just beginning to understand the long-term impact of the pandemic on our kids, and we know already that their academic needs, their behavioral needs, their mental health needs are more diverse than ever. We also know that all of that is compounded by issues of equity and access that have existed long before COVID was ever a thing. We have a long way to go. But to make progress, it's imperative that our students come to school feeling valued for who they are as they are. And thankfully, that is the strength of our Enfield Schools community. Our teachers, our staff do so much more than just teach. For years, I have watched my colleagues do everything they can to connect with our kids, whether that is dressing up as book characters or superheroes, bringing in extra snacks or clothes for kids who need it, learning every kid's name in the building and not just the ones in their own class, giving kids fist bumps in the hallway, celebrating their victories, even the teeniest ones, and being a safe space for kids when they're having big emotions. I've watched my colleagues use their prep time to go and spend time in other classrooms to get to know their kids. I've watched them forgive our kids' mistakes and give second chances. And I've seen all of you work all day with kids who make some really undesirable choices, and then turn around and tell your colleagues all of the reasons why you love them. I've watched my coworkers be present for our kids at their dance recitals, at their soccer games, their art shows, their funerals. I've watched you all focus on our kids' strengths, and I've watched you advocate for what they need. And of course, all of these are just examples from Hazardville Memorial, but There are countless others from every single building in our Enfield public schools, because our teachers want our kids to feel valued and supported. And if you ask any of them why, they'll tell you it's just what we do. Building positive relationships with kids seems simple, and it is simple, but it's also extremely powerful. It's how we inspire our kids, it's how we motivate them to take risks, and it's how we reassure them in times of struggle. That connection, it's not the solution to everything that our kids need right now, but it is the foundation for everything else that we are trying to accomplish. My Nico does not remember the specifics of what he learned in first grade, and most of our kids won't either, but he'll never forget that his teacher made him feel confident, capable, and loved. And as a teacher and a parent, that's everything. I wouldn't be here tonight without the support of a lot of the people in this room, and also the support of our board and our leadership. And even though thank you is not even close to enough, it's all I've got. So if you'll bear with me for 1 second. To Chris and Andy, thank you for your unwavering support of our staff and of our kids, always, but especially over the last 2 years. To Lisa, to Andrew, and to all of our HMS family, thank you for your trust and flexibility with me as we tried something new with pause time, and then retried it 4 different times as we tried to navigate the pandemic. You all know how special that project is to me, but it doesn't work without all of you. And I'm just so grateful. To Cindy Maggio at Eli Whitney and to Brianna Beckstrand from Kite, it's one thing to share somebody's vision, but it's very much another to jump in with 2 feet. And I can't thank you both enough for your collaboration and support. To my grade 2 team, who's in the front row, thank you for your endless support, your even more endless laughter, and for lack of better words, you are all a delight. And specifically to Kelly Rossetti, there are no words. Thank you for all the things. And I still don't think you know how good you really are. But the most important thank you tonight is to our kids, the ones who are here, the ones who are watching at home. Thank you for coming to school every day exactly as you are. You are smart, you are funny, you are capable, and you are resilient. You have challenged my emotions. On occasion, you've challenged my patience. But you have always helped me find the joy, even within the chaos. Because of all of you, I'm a better teacher, I'm a better mom, and I'm a better person. And I could not be more grateful to be part of your journey. Thank you. Thank you.